Hey there, how you doing? This is very important in reference to the fact that last week we did a video on this guy named Tony Chase, and you guys seem to really like it. I've received more comments on that video than any other of people saying, man, Smokey, we really want to know more about this guy. And so today, we're going to learn more about this guy. We're going to go see what videos Tony's been posting this week, because you can always rely on Tony to post some good new content. He posts a lot of it every day, most of the time, and like I said, there's a lot of good stuff out there. So with all that being said, let's just jump right into it. One of the first videos that caught my attention this week was a video titled, "Today's Holiday is Juneteenth Holiday." As you can assume, this was posted on June 19th. And seeing as Tony is someone who brings up race a lot, I didn't have a good feeling going into this video. But Tony's gripes with the holiday are something that I don't think anybody would have assumed they were. But knowing Tony, it was right in front of your eyes the entire time. So for real this time, let's take a look into the daily life of the satellite man's least favorite person, Tony Chase.
And this is another thing. I guess, today is like a national holiday called Juneteenth. Alexa, what's today's holiday?
Juneteenth is a national holiday celebrated on June 19th in the United States.
Now, if you didn't know, the satellite man did not stop hitting me in the teeth and face, even though today's holiday is Juneteenth.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Alexa really just called out Tony, and you can see that he was not having it. He wanted to get up and pimp slap that Alexa. It's very important, though, Tony brings it up here, that even on Juneteenth of all days, Juneteenth, you get it? Juneteenth, they're still messing with his goddamn teeth. Even on a holiday that's supposed to prevent this, Tony can't get away from the satellite man. Now, we all know that the royal protocol in the media says that Tony's of royal heritage, and anything against him like that, any people that do this to him, they can be prosecuted and put to death. Now, I know I'm talking like Tony here, but, you gotta hear the guy out. He's a very wise individual, and like I said, one of these days when it comes out that Tony's been right this whole time and we've all been these fools, I don't want to be one of these people here with egg on my face, so I'm going to start believing him now, because we're going to be hearing a lot about this. We're going to be hearing a lot about it, so let's, might as well just take it for what it's worth.
Alexa, what's today's holiday?
Juneteenth is a national holiday celebrated on June 19th in the United States.
And, the satellite man is still damaging my face and teeth. And, what could they possibly be looking for? What are you looking at a person's face? Because we want it known that all their abuses has been 100% defacing, mutilation, crimes of sexual hatred, sexual crimes and violence. And, we want to hear these politicians admit it. Because first of all, they tried to blame me for all the shit that they said, what they fabricated, but all my time is accounted for. My DNA's on record, it's documented, it's completely healthy. So there would not be any teeth damage. And my parents was tall, and my grandparents was tall. So my teeth wouldn't have this kind of damage. My parents still had all their teeth, my grandparents had all their teeth. Yeah. So in reference to the government man trying to play that he thought I was his race or from his family, and his family didn't have good history of teeth, the man goes to prison. I'm not your child, not your property. You don't have the same DNA as me. And you're violating hermaphroditus genetics. So I have male and female genetics 100%.
How could I have forgotten that Tony is, Tony has that trait going on about him too? Because he posted a good bit of videos this week talking about it. You heard him say it there. I'm not going to spoil anything, but we're about to get into some weird shit if that's what Tony's putting down right now. So basically all I have to say is, you guys ever seen the movie Natural Born Killers? Well, did you know it's getting a sequel this summer?
You guys did not know what a natural hermaphrodite is. It's a person that is born with complete male reproductive organs and female reproductive organs, which is very unique in reference to factual body genetics. Which, like for instance, being a natural hermaphrodite, I have the ability to have a baby. I have the ability to have my own baby, meaning like from my own sperm, and meaning like a real hermaphrodite is a person that has ovaries and a uterus. So in reference to, and the government's got to get sued for this because it says on Treasury documents, I'm not supposed to have to reveal this if I didn't want to, in reference to safety and protection from gay men or rapists or pedophiles or poachers or medical people that would try to sexually assault me or government people that would try to sexually assault me. So if you're wondering, in reference to the factual history of what a real natural hermaphrodite is, it is a person that's born with, like, I naturally have the ability to produce milk.
He says it so seriously too. He needs you to know that he's being straight up right now. Like this is just Tony. This is how Tony is. I gotta stop though. I gotta stop laughing. There's nothing funny about Tony's natural born hermaphroditis. I'm actually like really excited to learn more about it. So I guess there's we could ask some of his former girlfriends maybe what they thought about it.
And how you guys doing? This is important in reference to history of things, in reference to girls I've dated or girls I've had intimate relations with, where somebody might want to know, like in reference to genitalia, like penis, balls, vagina. Like some girlfriends that I've had that have known me, like somebody might be curious about relationships. This satellite man's trying to make me look like an ugly girl, and they're trying to make me look like an ugly guy. They're trying to make me look ugly all the time. They're fucking damaging my face and teeth, I'm not their race. My race accepts the fact that I'm a hermaphrodite or a hermaphroditus. So it don't matter what your opinion is, Mr. Government Man. It's not ever going to matter what your opinion is. And look, they're trying to put wrinkles under my eyes in the video or something.
It's a pretty heavy turnaround from how we were just laughing about the last stuff, but just hearing Tony say that about how the government man's putting wrinkles under his eyes. I mean, this may be obvious from just watching these videos, but it really makes me think that the satellite man, the government man, is just Tony's coping mechanism for father time. Like, everyone gets older. Everyone's body starts to break down. You don't take care of your teeth, they start to look like Tony's. And I think that all these problems that he runs into and all this shit is all just things that he pins on the cat. It's not just father time, obviously. It's not just the how you get older. It's everything, his cat has health problems. It's that fucking government man. Any little thing happens, it's that fucking government man. And it's sad. It's sad, because let's be real here for a second. I know we can sit here and laugh about how, like, what Tony's saying right now and how crazy it is, but to him, this is real. Like, the satellite man, like this is a real guy that is just tormenting Tony day in and day out. And to the outside world, everyone looking in, we all know how insane this is, but to Tony, he's at war with this guy every fucking day. It's sad to see. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely sad to see. But you always got to look for the light in these situations. The light in this situation is Tony thinking that Juneteenth is about his teeth, and also thinking that hermaphroditis is something that he's going through. Now, this has got to be really difficult for him because he's got that 41-inch package. He's already packing enough heat down there. You'd think that there's no room for anything else, but apparently there is.
But, in reference to, they're messing with my face, too, so it's attempted murder. I have female qualities and male qualities. And it's documented. Never had no surgery. Everything's real from the day I was born. So if you want to know which girl movie roles I've played when I was little, what TV shows, what I played male characters and female characters. But, you know, I was looking at the comedians on the internet in reference to female comedians and their vaginas. It's kind of hilarious. It's got some funny things going to it.
Wait, what? What is some funny things going towards it? What the comedians' vaginas?
But somebody had said that somebody also communicated there were some people in California that tried to steal a baby from me, and that needs to go public too, in reference to whichever medical people had been stalking me and they tried to steal my egg, or they tried to steal a baby of mine where I'd possibly had went into labor or something. So that needs to be investigated too, which people stole the baby. They've tried to do that to me before, if that's what they did, you know. But anyways, back to the point of me having girlfriends. Somebody will say in reference to a girlfriend, they're like, oh, well, what's it like sleeping with a she, he, hermaphroditus, or, well, everything's complete. You know that, right? Everything's real. Like, my vagina looks like a real vagina. My penis balls look like a real big penis, and little balls, because I have little balls, you know. Naturally.
He's the best. He's literally the best. Like I said, we cover a lot of like people on this channel who are absolute pieces of shit, and Tony is not one of them. Tony's just a little out there, but my God, some of the things this man says, naturally.
But you know, the point of it is, my anatomy when I'm skinnier is more feminine looking. When I have my muscles on, I look more masculine, obviously. And, you know, in reference to female celebrities or female supermodels that might possibly want to be in some lesbian films with me, you know, that's going to be possible. You know, possibly girls that I'd be dating. But then, you know, they might wear fake faces, or I might wear makeup and stuff like that. But, you know, it's things in the history, and these men are holding up productions of lesbian films with me, and they've damaged my upper lip. I'm not in a relationship with any guy, so any man damaging my face or teeth, or any female that's working for any of those men, they must get prosecuted. Don't forget what that royal protocol means in the media. They have to get charged for every time they hit me with a satellite, every time they damage anything on my face or teeth, or anytime they sexually assault me, they have to get prosecuted.
There's always so much to unpack in these Tony videos. Firstly, the people in the government are stopping Tony from making these lesbian videos. You know, that's really messed up. He has a legal right to do that. As he brought up, it's the Royal Protocol. The Royal Protocol basically just allows Tony to do whatever the fuck he wants because he comes from royalty. At least that's what he claims. He's claimed before that his parents, Walt Disney and Doris Duke, they loaned the American government so much money to bail them out back in the day, and that basically gives Tony immunity forever. But the government's fucking him over. They took him out of his mansions in California, and they're not giving it back. But, like in most of Tony's videos, it starts out talking about one thing and then it eventually divulges into him talking about the government man, which is exactly how this video is going today. Because we talked about all that stuff first, now it's time to hear Tony talk about his problems with the government man and basically everything in between. So let's see some more of his videos that he posted this week.
And this is very important in reference to the crimes of these government people. Don't forget, the women of my race and the men of my race have larger teeth than the men and women of these people that have been damaging my teeth. Do you understand that? I'm not the race of these people that are doing this. My parents weren't the race of these people that have been doing these things. My parents' DNA and dental records are on record. This government man that had kidnapped me from my mother and father's mansions, and these government people that are playing this fucking torture game, are fucking sickos. They are a bunch of psychos. They're malignant, narcissistic psychos. They're still hitting me in the jaw right here. I'm not your child. I'm not your race. I'm not your religion. And you're not a friendly race of my race, government man. You are a fucking psycho. You don't have no right tampering with other people's mouths or their teeth because you're trying to cover up crimes of your people. You don't have a right silencing Americans because you violated American law, you stupid racist, or you stupid foreigner that came into America and got into American government, you stupid fucking Nazi, or you black Nazi or Middle Eastern Nazi. You don't have a right messing with the teeth of Americans. The women of my race and the men of my race have larger teeth than the men and women of your race. You don't have a right damaging my teeth and trying to call me your fucking race. You need to get prosecuted because you got brain problems in your fucking head.
In this video, Tony goes on to talk about how other races are now hitting him in the teeth and all this stuff. He doesn't know what other race it is. He assumes they're Nazis of different orientations. It's just some really cutting edge shit from Tony. Again, it wasn't the only time this week that he was calling out the government man. He calls out the government man in most videos, most weeks, basically all the time. One of the videos that Tony's posted this week, entitled "Stay Out of My Life," and then its subsequent follow-up, "Stay Out of My Life, I Hate You," are pretty good looks into Tony's personality about how he can just go from 0 to 100 real quick. So we'll take a look at "Stay Out of My Life" first, and you can see it. Like I said, just in an instant, Tony snaps.
Back to the point, somebody had communicated that Tony Jaa is one of the CIA operatives that uses a satellite in America. I don't know if he is or not, but if Tony Jaa has damaged any of my teeth, he does face prosecution no matter what. No matter who you are. I'm not your child, I'm not your friend, I'm not your property. No matter what race anybody is. Do you understand? It took over 40 years for my teeth to grow the size they were before you people had damaged them, whatever races did that. Do you understand I'm not your child? You say you should have thought about that. Should have thought about what? You claim I got into your life? I don't go to your house, motherfucker. I don't hang out with your race, motherfucker. You're stalking me. Stay out of my life. Every fucking one of you. Stay out of my life. With your fucking microwaves and your fucking satellite. I don't like none of you.
Tony's so angry that he's literally spitting in that video. I don't know if that's just a cause of his teeth being so messed up that he's just having the trouble keeping it in. He's in so much pain, I don't know. But he was mad in that one, as you could see. It's he don't take too well to these people being inside of his life. There's another video just like this, as I already mentioned, entitled "Stay Out of My Life, I Hate You," which is a little bit longer than this one. And Tony, he goes over most of the same points, brings up how these people aren't his race, they're not his friends, and that's very important to remember, because these people not being Tony's race is a huge factor in all this. I don't know how it's a huge factor, but it is, because Tony says it is.
And how you guys doing? You know, this is very important in reference to the violations of government and the repetitious abuse. You know, this is over 5 years plus of them raping me, attacking me, rendering me unconscious, damaging my teeth, burning my mouth, calling me a criminal. Need to see the documents of these criminal accusations. Every one of you that's fabricated against me must face the death penalty. Do you understand my teeth are real? You know, there is no progress from them doing this damage. They've been wearing down my teeth every fucking day. My teeth are my real teeth. I'm not friends with any of these people, and there's no contact orders against every fucking one of them. Look at this. You see that? Look, no progress at all. And you know, my parents was tall. And you know, my teeth are supposed to grow. These people tried to put stipulations on my life to try to call me their slave under these presidents and their accusations of them accusing my parents of their fucking problems, and their people trying to accuse me. I've worked at jobs. These people have attacked me on jobs. They've been stalking me for years. I'm not friends with none of them. They made false accusations to mutilate and to damage and to cause me problems. And they're violating protection orders of the laws of Elliot Ness. And obviously, the Treasury is not acting upon the guidelines and procedures and processes against these people. Do you know my teeth have not even grown? Because they've grown, but then they kept wearing them down. Do you understand that? These are my real fucking teeth. You stupid fucking dirty motherfuckers and your dirty brains and your fucking activities of mutilating another person's looks because you're so fucking immature and you're fucking sick in your fucking heads. Every fucking one of you needs to get prosecuted for your crimes.
Yeah, he believes all this is real. He believes that it's the government doing everything to him. It can't be any fault of his own, even though his teeth are rotting away, and it's probably because he doesn't take care of them, or he's doing something to make him that way. I don't know. I'm not going to speculate on that, but something that people did drop in the comments that I'll speculate on from last week's video is saying that, maybe one of the things that's like attributing to this is how crazy tooth pain can make somebody. Now, like I've said a million times before, I'm not a doctor, I don't know nothing about this, but I've had toothaches before, and they put you in a real shitty mood and all that, and seeing how Tony's teeth are in that last clip we just watched, I mean, dude, come on, like, it's a fair possibility that shit's just driving him crazy, but, it's obviously more than that. He definitely has mental issues. I'm not saying that's the only thing causing this. I'm just saying it could be an attributing factor, because when you see that shit, it makes you wince so badly, because you're like, that's gotta hurt like hell. Tony's weekly videos mostly consisted of the same things. The Juneteenth one and the hermaphroditus one really caught me off guard because I didn't think Tony was going down those routes this week, but it taught me that you never really know what Tony Chase is going to do next. But whatever he does do next, I'll be sure to cover it if you guys want to see more of it. This was definitely a fun video to make today, although sometimes you have to sit back and realize, like, damn, Tony really is going through it. He may not realize, like, what's really going on because he's blaming it on everything else, but when you really look at the guy, it's a sad goddamn reality. But just some of the shit he says is so off the wall, you can't help yourself but just have a laugh to it. But like I've always said in these videos, nothing but the best for Tony. Don't go over there and mess with him. He's dealing with a lot of his own shit. The last thing he needs is people fucking with him. Deadass, there's no reason to go be a dick like that. And other than that, I just want to thank you guys for always staying tuned to these videos and enjoying them. We got a lot of other videos coming out this week, and another thing I wanted to do is, at the end of all these videos, I like to shout out my podcast that I do every week on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time with Kiwi Tapes over on Kiwi's channel. And old Tony here has been one of our favorite people to talk about and cover on the show every week. So if you guys like this, you guys like seeing a lot of the other people on this channel, then I'd advise you to come on over and stop by on Wednesdays. It's always a good time. It's always, you guys are always welcome to stop by and get high with the gang. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video today, and I want to give a shout out to all these satellite men and satellite women out there, and I'll start by saying shouts out to Vanessa, Skelly Schisms, Churlish, Adrian Lara, Alright Stingy, Gypsy Pauls, Trademark, Commander Louie, Not So Crabby, Justin S, Count Drugula, SK Rux, Bullet BP, Fat Potato, Dan Noodles, Emery, Jason, Philly B, Bass Trucker, Robot Gorilla Man, Seal Currently, Eric Estrada, Everborn, Akiba's Beat Fan, Sora Trash, Salem, The Black Dragon, Prideful Jester, Griffin Shivo, Austin Vidal, Club Doom, Gryphon, Jay Avarice, Kostai, Zangetsu Black, Jay Sorensen, Brady Gravy, Greg the Rich, TJ, Grizzly Slug, Bob Skywalker, Just a Normal Bottle of Mustard, Ignatius, Spaghetti Jelly, Radon, MXAX, Dalton, Grizzly Bear, Pubsy, Sergeant Retro, The Red Scum, Barfunkel Shag Nasty, Pebra, Night Scraper, Monarch, Nefarious, Canadian, Skylar, Crush Shadow, Viet Bong Vet, Me Man Dan, Dope and Smoke, Zuzu, Kerma, Turgburger, Marshall Rogers, Nunya D Business, Unicorn is God, Blue Sapphire, Protoshock, Jammer X, Pastor Arthur Montgomery, Miserable Addict, Dirty J, Ian, Sword Brother, Nomags, Mr. Muda, Mrs. Starscream, Annabelle, Rexo, King of Town, Sludge Maniac, Capybara Man, Kairos, Trygive, Black Tiger, Tiki's General Store, Ya Buddy Bubba, Reb Zoomer, Chat Creeper, The Ghostbusters Fan, Old Man Bradley, Squidwater, Traplordius, Pope Supercame Jizzler, Metal Wolf, Some Frenchie, Nappy, Birder, Sinewave, Deus Volter, Big Burr, Zook Nation, Jasper, Let a Bitch Live, Lord Fixa, Doc, Mindboy, Pepsi Smuggler, Drew, Lieutenant Dangle, Hodeman, 100 Norwalls, Tony Montana, Wolfgang's Calling, Joey Huey, Mr. McMunchy, Night from Afar, Lord, King Bobby B, Cheems Bogar, Trash Boat, Anton Levy, Ronnie, Marissa, Peanut Mama, Hillbilly Wizard, Official Chad, Hunter Cobb, The Black Dragon, Dangler Wrangler, Wet Bread, Randy Leahy, Kieran, Killing Jokes, Steve Ulinsky, Coffee Moose, Tommy, The Grundle, Legendary Duelist, Rizmaster, Gary, Sloth Thing, My Black Dragon, Kevin Finnerty, Funky Weapon, Eric the Black Dragon, Ed Boy, Not a Gamer, Jod, GH Champ, Was Dead, Angela, Jason, Mr. Frosty, Clovis, Nikolai, Tanner Lastwell, Riker Blade, Captain Spaulding, Wylonda, Nick Flynn, Rotjaw, Matt Dabrowski, Ryan Ulinsky, Fubsy, Anti-CK, No Not the Corn, Night Shroud, Your Psycho Ex-Girlfriend, Suki Satsuki, Noel Garaby, The Memes Jack, RJ Kogan, Fratrick McCombs, Izame, Inigo Montoya, DSP's Receding Hairline, Benjamin the Black Dragon, Loranius the Black Dragon, Dat Dogeboy, Honda Civic, Pickle the Black Dragon, Lightgrove, Actius, Draven, Subject Shake, Catman the Black Dragon, Tingle Makani, Dubsmain, Manbeast64, Mike Muskie, Full Thickness Mattress Store, Josh, Ziamaramu, Cromlock, Christine, Black Ice, Corvonix, Jack Gusteau, Ramen, Kai B, Bimp Liskit, Cress, That One, DJ Cannon, Great White Hype, Joey Huey, Kyle Edwards, Whoopazing, B-Mans, Neat Life, Chewy, Guestbo, Vitrips, Crafty Ninja, Warm Frothing Jar of Sludge, Lee Luna, Simplicit, Vish K, Jesus H. Christ, Kaiser Sigma, Dark Nozomi, Sam Taylor, Buxo Drew, Stinky Fist, Dubious Dinkster, Sweet Maddie, Chocolate, BTF Nation, Jacob is Lucas, Unprofessional, Hot Wheels, Witch Doctor, Bobby Queso, Clyde Cash, Big Daddy DK, Enigma, APA, Dingbat, Vince's Money, Little Black Sea Dragon, Bako, Smokeman, Turbo Soggy, Seven Dust, Cerulean Church, Andex, Johnny Slapnuts, Kai, the Skunk Ape, Mikey, Sam Man, Dougal, the Snail Man, Jag Skulls, Panana, Dick Dastardly, Based Bigfoot, G.D. Allen, Wait What, Kill All of the Bugs, James J. Jameson, Fruity, Mr. Jinx, Snoobly Doot, Jacob Rosetta, Cat, Fluffy, Ricky Cornflakes, Jacob, Jurassic Clark, Runa, Heaven Strider, Victor Dioro, Imbergo, Apple Smoke, Joe Smother, Pseudonym, T Toxic, LEP, Brandon Williford, Shoop to Hoop, Dr. Depresso, Cal Wrangler, Sunflower, Dominion Sorcerer, Kangna, Ian Brandon Anderson, the Black Dragon, Cicada, Brando, Baby, Controlled Chaos, Autumn, Lotus Man, J Travel, Sir Useless, Logan Cole, Johnny, White Glove, Dane Justice, The Real Desolita, Vivisa, Don Grease, Colon Sausages, Cario, Zal, Entropic Star Kid, Megami Man, Joe M, Anonymous, CC, Timbang, Phony Bread, Just Nate Heat, Isaiah, Cowboy Pete, Madman, Looking Up #1, The Wise Black Dragon, Paul Heyman, Bong, One to Think, Fictional, Da Sting, Hunted by Stingrays, Supreme Quacker Pie, Void, Chung, Nathan, Johnny Midnight, Great Lake Sinner, John, Jeremiah Moore, Low Battery Smoke Detector, Moo the Mogul, Chunky Raccoon, Coding Crusader, Kenny Colfax, Zacchaeus Liang, Aaron, Matt, Nova Crane, Vert Rocks, Duck Lord, Ryman, Locks, Bloody Mary, EJ, Mateen, Misty, Johnny, Joe Mama, Ryan L, Lorenzo, Captain Cholera, Hashkov, Omega, Orange Rhino, Ted Comet, Harold Larold, Mighty Possum, Cryptid Bait, Perry Lee, Venom Snake, Laguna Luar, Sluglip, Blank, Mr. Zombie Shake, Biohazard Salad, Natalia Jenkins, Kiwi Tapes, I Hate Everything, JT, Hyena Man, IDK Grouchy, Spike Chandelier, Chris Chan's Fanta Bottle Collection, The Dirty Bald Knobber, Lofi, Jackal, Black Meddler, River Ranger, PG, Maddie, Quickville Cop, Kiwi, and Coggles. Shouts out to all of y'all, and shouts out to everyone who made it to the end of this video. I know the shouts out at the end can get pretty long, but, you know, you got to do what you got to do, ladies and gentlemen. You really do. It's, people have told me before to try to find ways to make it shorter, but I always love it for the way it is. That's just my personal preference. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Hope you guys have a great rest of your goddamn life. If anything's going bad in your life, my friends, just know that shit'll turn around before you know it. And yeah, it's really all I gotta say. So until next time, guys, I'll see y'all. Be safe and take care.